Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Emily, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make 4 DIY candy room decoration ideas. You can use these as Christmas decorations or for a party. Let's get on with the video. The first DIY I'm going to show you how to make is this candy cane jar. The first thing you want to do is to paint a jar with one or more coats of acrylic white paint and wait for it to completely dry. When the paint is dry, you can take some tape and you want to tape the stripes at an angle on the side of the jar. I used invisible tape, but you can use something like washi tape. You want to do this all the way around the jar, and you can put as many stripes as you want on the jar. Once the tape is on the jar, you can paint each stripe where there's no tape with red acrylic paint, and you want to wait for it to dry before peeling the tape off. When the red paint is dry, you can carefully pull off the tape. If some of the red paint got under the tape, or if some of the paint came off, when you pull the tape off of the jar, you can go back and clean up the lines with white or red paint. Once the paint is dry, you can tie a piece of twine or a piece of ribbon onto the jar. And then if you want, you can stick a bell onto the twine or ribbon and tie a bow. Then you'll be all done and you can put anything that you want into the jar. The next DIY I'm going to show you how to make is this lollipop out of paper plates. You want to take a paper plate you want on the front of the lollipop, and you want to place a dot in the middle of the back of the plate. Then you can start drawing curved lines from the center of the paper plate to the edge of the paper plate to make stripes. You want to make 8 stripes. Once you're done drawing on your stripes, you want to paint every other stripe with any color of acrylic paint. When the paint is dry, you can get a second paper plate and a barbecue stick that's cut down to the size that you want to put on your lollipop. And you want to put some hot glue on the front edge of the second paper plate where you want the stick to go. Then you want to place the stick in the glue and wait for the glue to dry. Once the glue is dry where the stick is, you want to put a line of glue on the whole edge of the second paper plate. And then you can place the paper plate with the stripes on it on top of the glue, and you want to wait for the glue to dry. The last thing you can do is to tie a bow onto the stick and you're all done. If you use the paper plate with a pattern on it, and if you can see the one in the back, you can trim the back paper plate with scissors. You can put these anywhere that you want. I put them in this red bucket with a piece of floral, green foam, and some raffia. The third DIY I'm going to show you how to make is another type of candy made out of paper plates. You're going to want to follow the same steps as the lollipop for the front paper plate, which is drawing on 8 stripes and painting every other stripe in with any color of paint. When the paint is dry, you want to get a second paper plate and put some hot glue on the edge of the second paper plate, and then you can place a striped plate on top. When the glue is dry, you can place the plates with the front side facing down on a piece of cellophane wrap that's big enough to wrap the plates. And there also should be enough for some extra on the sides of the plates. Then you can wrap the plates, and you can tape the openings shut on the back of the plates, so the cellophane wrap will stay in place better. And also make sure you keep the plates in the middle. The last thing you have to do is to tightly tie a piece of ribbon on both sides of the plates, and you're all done. The last DIY I'm going to show you how to make is this candy banner. The first thing you want to do is to cut out a candy template of any shape or size, and then you want to trace it onto any color cardstock paper. Once you're done tracing your candy, you want to cut them out. After you're done cutting out your candy, you want to put any color of thread onto a needle. And then you want to run the needle through any color of pom-poms. And then you want to move the pom-poms on the thread. You can put as many pom-poms as you want onto the thread. When you're done putting the pom-poms on the thread, you can move the pom-poms apart so there's room for the candy. The last thing you have to do is to lay the candy on the thread, in between the pom-poms, and then you want to tape the candy on the thread. When you're done with your banner, you can tape it on a wall or somewhere else, and you're all done. And that's how you make these candy room decorations. In the comments down below, let me know which DIY is your favorite. And if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more DIYs. I will see you in the next video. Bye!